After retirement, some football players drift off into the sunset and enjoy their money, while some turn to businesses you would never guess in a million years. Some of their ventures sound exciting, while some may bore you to death. However, as long as they're providing financial stability, it doesn't matter whether they're fun or not. If you've been watching sports for some time, you know how much wealth professional athletes can acquire, but also waste it away after they're done playing. Without discipline and good money management, it's not that hard to go broke despite having millions in the bank. Spending habits obtained while at the peak of their career may cost players dearly if they don't plan ahead for the future. After all, it always feels good to make more money regardless of how much you earn. Today, we're exploring some of the most unusual post-retirement paths of former football players and where they are now years after they've ended their careers. Hello football fans and welcome to Top Corner TV. We are a new channel with a goal of bringing you only the best football content, so before we begin, hit that subscribe button and help us become better with every new video. 1. Lukas Podolski. We understand you might instantly think Lukas Podolski isn't retired, but if we're being honest, it feels like he is. Since 2021, Podolski has been playing for a Polish football club named Górnik because it was his dream to end his career playing in his country. However, that's not the only consequence of his nostalgia. After achieving pretty nice business success in Germany, Lukas is planning on expanding into his hometown, Gliwice. But first, let's see what this success is all about. Little did you know that a former Bayern Munich and Arsenal star has an ice cream and kebab shop in the city of Cologne. The ventures were opened separately from each other. The Ice Cream United and Mangal Kebab were the names he chose. And judging by the numbers, both of them are operating smoothly. However, Mangal Kebab is unquestionably his best performing business, earning him around $200 million per year from over 30 franchises spread across Germany. Back in 2018, Podolski was playing in Japan but came to the grand opening of his kebab business to serve the first customers and inspire future luck for the franchise. There were over 1,000 hungry fans waiting for their piece of lamb, which indicated the brand would be successful because of Lukas's football background. But it's fair to say not even he was able to predict these kind of earnings. If you ever happen to visit Germany and sit down in one of his franchises, make sure to let us know in the comments what the experience was like. 2. Daniel Agger. Daniel Agger has spent his career playing for only 2 football clubs, Brøndby, Liverpool, and then going back to Brøndby again. However, after he retired, Danny didn't limit himself to only 2 projects. No sir, he's as busy as ever running the Agger Foundation for Children in Need, a tattoo studio, a sewerage company, and on top of that, he's been recently named the assistant manager of the Denmark national football team. Looks like Agger has a lot on his plate. Balancing all those things and having a good family life is no easy task at all, but he seems to be managing it well. The first project he started was a charity organization back in 2012 because having kids made him think about all those who never got the chance to have a nice childhood. This type of work may not count as being involved in business, but nonetheless takes time and effort, so hats off to Danny for trying to make the world a better place. After he and his wife moved to Marbella, he, his brother, their uncle, and the childhood friend started a sewerage company called Klo Agger. It's not quite obvious why they chose this particular field of work. Taking care of sewers and doing plumbing aren't easy tasks at all, so the lucrative nature of the business must have been the #1 deciding factor. Add the fact that Danny's name brings so much effortless marketing, and you have a winning business formula. Although you might not connect his name to a sewerage company at first, you definitely do when it comes to tattoos. Danny Agger has been known for them, including a famous Viking on his arm, multiple quotes, and of course the "You'll never walk alone" tattoo. The passion he shares for ink work has led him to open a tattoo studio with his friends, and things have been going good to this day. It's not quite obvious how much money Daniel earns from his entrepreneurial ventures, but he seems to be happy and healthy at this point of life, which are the most important boxes to check anyways. 3. Gerard Piqué. The official net worth of Gerard Piqué is set at $80 million, and that's after the divorce from Shakira that allegedly cost him somewhere between $15 and $20 million. Being north of that 100 mark is wild, and despite the fact he was a great player, the majority of Piqué's wealth didn't come from football alone. If you remember Barcelona from Messi and Piqué's days, you probably also remember the big Rakuten sign on their jerseys. Why do we bring that up? Well, Hiroshi Mikitani, the founder of the company, was later Piqué's partner in starting another enterprise called Cosmos Global Holding SL, a sports and media investment group that signed a $3 billion contract with the International Tennis Association. Unfortunately, Piqué and his company are no longer involved with the partnership for undisclosed reasons. However, that doesn't seem to stress him too much. He's a majority stake owner of FC Andorra, a club competing in Segunda Division. He's also a majority owner of Gimnàstic Manresa, which would make you think Piqué is on a mission of buying every club in Spain. The former Barcelona defender also invested in things like video games and professional esports. Fantasy football game named Sorare was produced by one of the Cosmos software companies, and the esports team he founded later acquired the famous organization Rogue that competes in the League of Legends European Championship. Piqué is also a president and owner of the Kings League, which is a football league made of teams whose owners are content creators from major platforms like YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Instagram. Unfortunately, his involvement with business doesn't include only success and achievement. Piqué has been investigated, charged, and later convicted with tax fraud, which really did hit on his reputation way before the Shakira incident happened. Given the fact his companies are familiar with avoiding taxes and that he's also been charged with corruption over the Spanish Cup being moved to Saudi Arabia, it wouldn't be so crazy to assume that the official net worth of Piqué isn't even close to the real amount of wealth he has accumulated over the years. 4. David Beckham. The only player on our list holding the OBE title is also considered one of the biggest gentlemen among the former footballers. After playing for Manchester United, Real Madrid, LA Galaxy, Milan, and Paris Saint-Germain, David Beckham has acquired so much popularity that all of his business endeavors need almost no additional marketing whatsoever. He's maybe one of the few that has even more star power post-retirement. Everybody wants David as their promoter, from sports and fashion brands to video gaming studios and fast food chains. Some of the names that got him to represent them were Pepsi, Vodafone, Gillette, Tudor, and many others. Maybe the biggest endorsement of his life came in 2021, when Beckham was officially a global ambassador for the Maserati car company. However, these are all deals in which he has a marketing role. The projects he's invested in as the owner are Inter Miami Football Club and Salford City, showing that football is still his #1 passion. Inter Miami needs no introduction, as we all know who's playing for them now. But Salford is waiting to be approved by the English Football Association and will probably start competing as soon as their license is good to go. Despite all his fame and success, David shows a humble and classy side of his character that can't be bought with money. Back when the Queen of England had passed away, David Beckham was offered preferential treatment over the others waiting to pay their respect, but declined skipping the line and stayed for 12 hours with his people. In addition to that, he gained so much sympathy after jokingly stopping his wife Victoria from sharing her childhood story like it was a sad one, revealing to the audience that her dad owned a Rolls-Royce car back in the 80s. David's official net worth is around $500 million, which doesn't make him the wealthiest football player in the world, but judging by his lifestyle and happy family, it seems he doesn't lose any sleep over it. That's it for today, dear friends. We hope you've enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comments below what you think is the best way for former players to invest and keep their money. Thank you for watching and sticking out with us until the end. Make sure you don't miss out on more football stories by hitting that subscribe button. See you in the next one.